Of all the Alicorn princesses we've met, Cadance is the most mysterious. We know nothing about her life before modern times. All we have to go off is a couple tweets and a book, neither of which have been independently verified. Instead of getting a proper backstory, Cadance's history was all but ignored. Or was it? What if I told you her story has been right in front of us this whole time? So we know Cadance can spread love with her wherever she goes. She was able to restore shining armor from Chrysalis's control. Pretty neat. But this ability has a sketchier side. When Twilight was recalling the time Cadance was her babysitter, something interesting happened. The two were walking by a couple who were arguing about whether the mare should get a hoofacure with her friends. Cadance interrupted the shouting match with a love spell. Innocent enough, right? But the couple didn't shift tones to a more respectful, caring approach. They dropped the topic and got all goo-goo on each other. That didn't help them address the problem in any way. Like, imagine if the map called Cadance to a friendship problem, but all she did was cast a mind-altering spell and leave. That's basically what she did here. Did the stallion ever explain his financial concerns? Did the mayor ever convince him the importance of spa day with the ladies? Did she ever get that hoofacure? These are the questions that keep me up at night, and thanks to Cadance, we'll never know. But seriously, this lovey-dovey non-solution reminded me of another instance. An Alicorn princess plus a mushy love spell? This is all sounding familiar. If we're gonna figure out the Princess of Love, what better place to look than Hearts and Hooves Day? More specifically, how the holiday started. According to Twilight, Hearts and Hooves Day got its start with a love potion. This gave the Cutie Mark Crusaders the crazy idea to make that love potion and give it to Cheerilee and Big Mac. It was only after that they learned the rest of the story. The potion was originally crafted by a prince who gave it to a princess he liked. They became so lost in each other's eyes that they stopped doing their duties, and the kingdom fell as a result. We saw how this same spell affected Big Mac and Cheerilee. It was a dramatic violation of free will. Much worse than with Cadance, right? At least the couple she influenced was already together. But if you think about it, in concept, it's the same. Both spells distracted the two ponies from all else and replaced their focus with puppy love. And notice exactly what happened there. Two halves of a heart coming together in the middle. Even the way these spells activate is similar. Sure, the original was probably much stronger, and it was a potion instead of being cast by a horn. But that's just because the prince who made it didn't have a horn. It's essentially the same magic, which is an awfully strange connection to make. Especially when you consider that the princess in the story was depicted as an alicorn. An odd detail, isn't it? I just can't shake the thought that this story is somehow connected to Cadance. In fact, wait, is it possible that Cadance is that Alicorn princess? Since Cadance's age is unknown and the setting of the love potion story is vague, nothing in the timeline contradicts this. So what if Cadance was the victim of that love poison and it was her kingdom that tragically fell? If so, something or someone must have saved her since she's free today. Perhaps it was Celestia, who saw her trouble, came to her rescue, and separated the two for long enough to break the spell. This could fit nicely with what little we do know about Cadance. From there, maybe Celestia helped her rehabilitate, recommending her babysitting services to families enrolled at the School for Gifted Unicorns. Cadance would be helped along until she was ready to find real love and take on royal duties again. It works pretty well. But what about the similarity between the spells? If all this is true, why would Cadance use similar magic to what was used against her? Well, maybe that's why she did it. It may have given her a sense of control where she used to have none. We haven't seen her do anything like this in modern times, making me wonder if it's a crutch she had to grow out of. This certainly adds a dark twist to the pony we've grown to love. It also adds painful perspective to Chrysalis's invasion, since it wouldn't even be the first time poor Cadance had love. weaponized against her. But this makes her eventual triumph that much more meaningful. Cadance isn't a Mary Sue, but some pony with a rough past who had to struggle to find healing. Some pony who goes to her friends and loved ones for support. She's an inspiration through this lens, not an impossibly perfect pony princess, and I love that. Of course, as compelling as the story is, I'm not gonna pretend it's the only possibility. Given the mystery behind Cadance, there's plenty of room for speculation, and I'll have more to say in my next video. But in the meantime, what do you think? Is Cadance that alicorn from Hearts and Hooves Day? Why or why not? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. If you want to support this channel financially, check out my perks at patreon.com/sawtoothwaves. And thank you so much to everyone who already has, especially my alicorn tier patrons. The Nameless One, Equinox3141, Maximilian HG, Petrolhead02, Cyanax and Fairfallen, Gilded Page, Dr. Hooves, and the winner of this week's Alicorn raffle, Princess Starglow. Congrats, and thanks again for everyone's support. Y'all help make this channel possible. I'm Sawtooth Waves signing out until Friday after next. Bro Hoof.